Hey everybody, and welcome back for another video. This one, I promise, is going to be a short one. In today's video, you've seen us set up our Nurture Right 360 incubator last time. Well, we are about 15 days in. We're a little bit over schedule on what we were planning to do, but we are going to candle our eggs and see which ones are viable and which ones need to be discarded. So we started off with 13. So let's find out how many of those are fertilized and currently developing, and how many are duds and just need to be thrown out. And maybe the crows or some random wildlife will take those and make a meal of them, as long as they're not too rotten. Alright, so I got my two little helpers here with me, and we are going to be candling all the 13 eggs, and anything, like I said, that doesn't show signs of development, we will discard. And hopefully we end up with a good many eggs that are still incubating by the time we're done. Alright, so here we have it. We have our incubator. It's been going now, like I said, about 15 days, because the day indicator is saying 6 days left. We started off at 21. We've only had probably two periods during that time where the water dried up in the channels and humidity dropped down to house humidity, which was around 20%, but that did not last very long before we topped it back up and kept it back at 50%. And so that's where we're at right now, is actually 51-52% humidity, and temperature has been steady at 99.5 Fahrenheit. So we'll try to get this done, rather quick, but we should be okay for any length of time that we're going to be in here. But you do always aim to be quick with your checks of the incubator, because you are disturbing the internal environment, that humidity, that temperature, and you just don't want to keep at that for too long. So I'm going to just take the lid off, lay it on the counter. We have the very far right button is an egg candler, as you can see, very nice and bright, and we'll be taking all 13 eggs, laying them on the light. I'll take you guys in even closer than where you are right now to watch, and we will find out which eggs are viable. Alright, so one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take down the lights a little bit. We've actually waited until after dark outside just to have extra darkness here for this video. So I'll go and kill the lights and we'll go from there. Alright, so hopefully this will be dark enough. Take the lid off, just keeping everything running, and I'm going to turn on the candler, and I'm going to bring you in really close now to this candler. You can see the eggs there on the side. Alright, that's not going to change very much. We're just going to be testing back and forth, and anything not viable we'll just keep out on a paper towel. Everything else will go back right in the same position it's in. So I'll be taking an egg, laying it on the candler. I'll bring you guys in really close, and we'll find out together how many of these 13 eggs are viable. Alright, so here we go. I got my two little helpers, as always, and little miss is going to start off with our first egg. Let's find out what we get. Alright, so what do you guys think? What do we got in there? What do you think, little miss? Your egg. What do you think about this one?
No.
You don't know? How do you, Mr. Man?
I just turn a little bit. I think those might be veins, maybe.
Alright. So these are just kind of the egg giving away on the inside and breaking down after, near 2 weeks or so. But as we're seeing here, there's no chick in there. That is an empty egg. If anything, there might be a yolk floating around in there. But that is a dud. So we'll lay that one aside. Alright, Mr. Man, your choice. Nice and careful. There you go.
So I see that it's pretty dark.
Pretty dark, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think there's a baby chickie in there.
Same.
Yeah, you guys in agreement that there's a baby chick in there?
Yep. So I don't see any yolk.
I would agree that that's a good egg. So that was in the
He
middle.
went right
So let's
there.
try to start from one side. Actually, I'll put a little check mark on this one, that this one is good. There we go. Little check mark. Alright, little lady,
I'm a
carrying on now. We'll
this.
speed on through so that we're not in this too long, but also, oh, we got another dud. Alright, little lady's 2 for 2 on the duds.
Sad.
You see the yolk in there? Yeah, you can see that on camera. When I spin it, you see the yolk float by. So that is empty. Alright, Mr. Man, you're up.
I'm gonna choose this one back
Alright,
here.
hold it nice and carefully onto it. Okay, show the camera. What do you think?
I think that's a yolky egg.
The yolky egg.
A dud.
Alright, we got a yolk floating by. That is a dud. Alright, little miss.
I'm gonna do
You're
this
up.
one right here.
And this is number 4.
Man, a dud.
Number 4 dud. Okay, on to the next.
So I think I just use this middle one right here.
The egg timer for candling does have a,
There's definitely a baby chickie in this
Yeah.
one. It's
Definitely.
all dark.
so there's a 5-minute automatic off for the candler.
So, put a check mark.
Alright. So that is good and solid. So we'll do a check mark on that one, is right. Okay, and that can go back in.
Does
Look
this
at
one
that
have a
one.
check mark?
Okay, little miss.
I want to try this one.
Dud.
Yolk, dud.
Okay. Next.
Oh. It's a chickie in this one.
There's a chickie in that one.
Yeah, it's all dark.
All dark. The chicken's ready to force its way out soon. Alright, check mark. Put that back in.
Sissy, you would choose the
Okay, little miss. Oh, we
Dark.
we got a solid dark one there.
That's a chickie.
That's a chickie. So we'll check mark on there.
Yeah. Sissy, this one. Did this one have a check mark?
There's check mark on that one already, yeah.
Nice. I go for
What
one.
this one? Does this one have a check mark?
No,
That one isn't.
sure this one, yeah.
Okay, we gotta do all of them.
Oh,
Oh, dud.
Dud.
Dud. Okay,
Oh, this one.
alright. Oh, that's a
Chickie.
that's a good solid one.
I'm gonna choose
Alright, check mark on that.
Let's check mark.
him. I think this one had no. That's a yolk.
That's a yolk.
That's
That's
a
a dud.
dud.
That is a dud. Let's go him aside. We have one last checker, is it? One last one to check. And that is solid.
Solid.
Yay!
Alright, check mark for that. There we are. Back in.
Are we
Alright.
going to put those eggs back in?
Nope, those eggs are going to be garbage. These ones that are in there now, we'll be keeping. Okay, so candling is done. Let's get the lights back on and we'll get this squared away. Alright, so let's just get things clued up here. You know, organize them as see fit. But I usually just equal them out so that they roll equally from one side to the next. But anyways, as you can tell, we have 6 viable eggs still in there. So we'll get the top back on there. And unfortunately we have 7 to discard. But that's the name of the game. You don't know what you got until you're into the candling phase. But here is the 7 discards, no development whatsoever, easily with the white shell, the beigeish color shell, easily see which ones are duds and which ones are viable. And so yeah, almost a 50% success rate up to this point in time. Keep in mind, if you are incubating brown eggs, or especially olive green eggs, it's very hard to candle those and get a reliable idea of what's going on inside the egg, whereas these beigeish white ones were really easy to see through. Alright, but that's it for the candling, and I think that's going to be about it for us tonight, so let's clue up this video. And there you have it, folks. That is candling 13 Silkie eggs that are currently incubating in our Nurture Right 360 egg incubator. It's a home incubator. It's not a commercial size one by any means, but as I've said in the last video, it had best reviews, so that's the one that we bought, and so far so good. 50% success, or a little bit less than 50%. We'll take it. As well, like I say, our Silkie rooster is kind of hit or miss sometimes whether or not he's getting the job done on fertilizing those eggs out there in the yard. So it's good to see that we actually did get so many fertilized eggs out of our batch here. So that's going to be it for this video. It was just a quick little update. Wanted to let you know where we're at with the egg incubation story. I think the kids had some fun.
Yes.
Alright, it's a bit late, as you can tell. They're yawning it up there now. We stayed up past bedtime just to make sure everything was dark enough to candle these and be in a good lighting situation to see what was going on in the eggs. And as you saw in the video, they're quite easy to tell which ones are viable and which ones are not. So we will continue for this point forward. According to the incubator, 6 more days until 21 days are up. So we're looking at 3 days from now, the automatic egg turner will stop turning the eggs, and we'll remove that white turning tray, and then we'll be doing a 3-day wait and watch scenario, waiting for those chicks to come out and see what we get. Have to set up a little brooder and stuff like that. So this is an exciting little life experiment, life experience, figuring out the life cycle of chickens. And overall, we are loving it, and hope you guys are enjoying it as well, and hopefully you enjoyed this update. And I would think the next update is probably going to be some chicks making their way out of those eggs, but we'll find out now, won't we? Alright, so until that next video happens, we hope you're happy, hope you're healthy, take care of each other, and peace out!